They don't need the oil. It's a refining profit sharing scheme. It's a laundromat for the Kremlin. That's the reality of that. Quite honestly, we are very perplexed at the logic of the argument that you had referred to. You are not going to believe what just happened. While standing in Russia, India's top diplomat, S. Jaishankar, got hit with an insane accusation from the US. America literally hit India with a 25% tariff. And then, because they were buying Russian oil, they added another 25% on top. That is a 50% tariff. The US basically accused India of profiting from the war in Ukraine, which is a huge deal. But what happened next is even crazier. This wasn't just some boring political disagreement. It was a massive challenge to India. And Jaishankar's response from inside Moscow didn't just defend India. It exposed how America's entire argument made absolutely no sense. So what is actually going on? From a stage in Moscow, Jaishankar completely destroyed the American claims. Not by yelling, but with simple, unbelievable facts. First, he tackled the biggest accusation, that India was getting rich off cheap Russian oil. He just said, "We are not the biggest purchasers of Russian oil, that is China." Boom. Then he pointed out something even crazier about another fuel, LNG. He said, "We are not the biggest purchasers of Russian LNG. I'm not sure, but I think that is the European Union." And he was 100% right. While the US was punishing India, the EU was buying more Russian LNG than ever before. We're talking a record of 16.5 million tons in 2024. Billions of dollars were flowing, even while they were publicly against the war. And get this, the United States itself is still buying things like uranium from Russia. The rules they were forcing on India, they weren't even following themselves. But this is where the story gets super weird. Jaishankar revealed something so insane, it's hard to even believe. He told the world that for years, the US was the one telling India to buy Russian oil. I'm not making this up. He said, "We are a country where actually the Americans said for the last few years that we should do everything to stabilize the world energy markets, including buying oil from Russia. This was their own global plan to stop gas prices from going to the moon. India was literally doing what it was asked to do, powering its country of 1.4 billion people and helping keep prices down for everyone. And now the same country that told them to do it was punishing them for it. It makes zero sense." This is why Jaishankar, standing right next to the Russian foreign minister, said he was perplexed. This wasn't just an attack, it was completely illogical. This moment in Moscow was way bigger than just a press conference. This was India declaring to the entire world that it is strategically independent. Jaishankar's insane, fact-based comeback sent a massive signal. India will not be bullied. Its decisions are made in New Delhi, for India, not for anyone else. The American tariffs are a gigantic economic threat, but India hasn't backed down at all. If anything, it's pushing India to make even stronger friends elsewhere. Jaishankar's trip to Moscow locked in a steady and dependable partnership with Russia. And now they want to do 100 billion in a trade every single year. India also made it clear that even though it likes the US, it has red lines that absolutely cannot be crossed. Jaishankar said it best when he was asked about all the hate. If you have a problem buying oil or refined products from India, don't buy it. But Europe buys, America buys. In the middle of this crazy diplomatic pressure cooker, S. Jaishankar didn't just fire back. He pulled off a masterclass in strength. He didn't just defend buying oil. He showed the entire world how inconsistent the accusations were. He announced on the world stage that India's foreign policy is its own. This was never about oil. It was about India's right to survive in this insane, complicated world.